Hello, I'm Gary Thornan, Content Director at Watt for Poultry Group. I'm here with Dr. Mark Jackwood. He's with the University of Georgia Veterinary Medicine Department, and he's also Secretary-Treasurer of the Southern Conference on Avian Diseases, which is having its annual meeting today. Dr. Jackwood, what kind of presentation turnout have you had today?
We've had an excellent turnout today. We were worried that the attendance might be down a little bit, but we had a full room for our session today and a number of very excellent talks.
Very good. I understand that coccidiosis has been a very popular topic at this conference. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we've had several very good talks about coccidiosis, and control of coccidia is a very important issue with the poultry industry, as you know, and a number of talks looking at some alternative control mechanisms, particularly the immunology that's involved in control, as well as vaccination.
Could you give us an example of at least one of the talks about that?
Oh boy, well, the one talk, the first one of the session actually, was looking at different aspects of the immune response in the gut, in the chicken gut, as far as what branches of the immune system were being triggered by the coccidioparasite, and how we might be able to exploit that in a control mechanism as far as immunomodulator,
Yeah.
if I could.
So this is research that could be used and applied in the near future then?
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. We're looking at a very short time frame for this type of research to get out, and hopefully it will get us away from using some of the harsher chemicals that are being used now for coccidiosis control.
I understand that avian influenza is also an important thing on the mind of poultrymen around the world, and you've had some talks about that as well. Is that true?
That's right. Avian influenza is always a very important topic and very well attended in that session. That we've had a number of talks looking at the different types of avian influenza that are floating in wild birds, as well as the various control mechanisms and strategies that are being used to control influenza, not just here in the United States, but around the world.
What other diseases are really top of mind or really in the capturing attention at your conference?
The other virus that's being talked about a lot is avian coronaviruses, and avian coronaviruses cause a respiratory disease very similar to the disease that we see with SARS in humans. Coronaviruses can mutate and change very rapidly, so they're always a constant moving target, if you will. And we've had a number of very good talks on the evolutionary aspects of those viruses, as well as control mechanisms that we can use to maybe be a little more proactive.
Well, I understand you're having a poster session here today also, so you have many researchers and actual students here who are helping with the presentations.
Right. This is a great meeting for graduate students, and they come here, and a lot of the students give their very first scientific presentation to a bunch of real scientists that are sitting in the audience, and they have a chance to ask the students questions and a lot of interaction. And as you can see, the poster session's going on behind us, and yep, a lot of excitement here.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Jackwood.
You're very welcome. Thank you.